Hey favored ones, welcome back to another collective reading. Come on in, take a seat at the round table. There's wishing well in the corner if you care to throw in a coin or two. And yeah, we'll get in and get started. I'm Kymmy, letting you know that these are general readings, so they may not have messages that will resonate all the way through, and that's okay. Take what applies to your life at this time, as everyone's journey is different. And yeah, use it with discernment and know that you have free will to choose any path that you desire. So for anyone who is returning, thank you. For anyone who is new, welcome. For over here on my side of YouTube, there's some readers that like doing a sound cleansing, some do a prayer, some do a meditation. What I like to do is an exercise called Welcoming in Utopia or Welcoming Utopia, whichever way you want to say it. And it's where you hold the energy and frequency within your heart of what a relief it would be to be in a world of utopia, what that would look like, if it means inclusiveness, if it means fresh water somewhere for everyone to have a place to belong, freedom to create art freely, stuff like that. Then you are welcome to take a moment, and when we are all feeling in that energy, you may notice your left eye may itch at the time. That's normal. Now, if you have it persistently, please check a doctor. But if you notice while you're holding the frequency of utopia, you may get an eye twitch or an itch on the left eye. I noticed that was happening when I was setting up the exercise and doing it with my friend. I feel like that's us seeing each other eye to eye and open to receiving that frequency of abundance and utopia. So I have quite a few downloads here that I wrote down that I would like to share with you. So I have here, you're enough. You are equal. And it gave me the image of the Chariot card, and it came to mind, and then it showed me chariot races, which back then women and men alike were both allowed to participate in those Colosseum events. So I feel like there's equity factors within this reading, and people wanting to feel equal and give and take and be important. It also was like NASCAR cycling through, because in chariot races they went around in a circle the same way NASCAR is. I feel like NASCAR is just an updated version of chariot races. Either way, it seems like you are cycling through the arena, my favored ones. You are coming to an end of a cycle of not feeling equal to others. There may be people that are bad-mouthing you or trying to say you're not ready yet, and instead of staying in their own lane, I think the way that you are presenting yourself and showing your determination not to give up or let these naysayers cloud your judgment at this time is really important. People may say you're not ready enough, you're not experienced enough. It's not up to them. It wasn't them who put you on this path. It was spirit and yourself when you agreed to this soul path before you even incarnated here. So just because they can't see your vision doesn't mean that the vision isn't meant to be yours. Keep striving. I heard the song Hit the Road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. So a lot of you might be getting into singing or do cover songs. I'm also getting like hit the road, Jack. So some of you may be telling someone to hit the road. Some of you may be telling yourself to hit the road by going on a road trip and you have just finished traveling and you're hitting the road. Some of you may be buying a jack for while you're traveling, or you work in automotive mechanics. You could be getting per out on the road. Like you may work on the road, you may be a trucker. or a tow truck worker. I just feel like you work with jacks, and some of you may be going on a road trip as well, and to remember to bring a jack with you. So I'm hearing bottle jack, so some of you may be needing a smaller, more compact to carry around. But I was also getting the feeling from the song as if there's some sort of living arrangement or relationship that is not working out the way you had intended. For some, this means just a bit more separation in your daily activities, so you're not getting, under each other's nerves from constantly being around each other. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing sometimes. Sometimes this is with relationships, like with your siblings, you love them, but you hang around them all the time, and you're like, okay, I need my own activities, get out of my room, I'm going to do my hobbies. And sometimes this is your relationship with your significant other. You're like, okay, we see each other all the time. I'm going out with the boys. I'm going out for a girl night. Just getting your own time for individuality. That's on the one end of the scale, is like you're getting out more, getting away from your family, becoming more independent. Some of you may have children who are becoming more independent, and they're like, being around my parents isn't cool anymore. I want to go out with my friends, and they're getting hobbies, going to like Girl Guides, stuff like that, where I feel like you're getting more you time, and a lot of you are getting are adjusting to having more you time, which you may have not had for many years now. Some of you may be retiring, some of you may just getting that moment to have time to yourself. Some of you are taking mindful moments to yourself to recharge, so you're not burned out and taking it out on the household. Could be your relationship. You could be going out and just getting away for a time, so you guys can have your separation and cool down times. Which brings me to one of the other downloads here in a while, but I wanted to finish this one first. For others, if it's not just getting your own hobbies and flexing your individual time, for some of you, you may have moved in with each other, and you're realizing that you're better at being a partner. You're a better partner when you had separate living arrangements. Now, for some of you, this is just creating 2 separate bedrooms so that you each have your own room and place to be. For some of you, this is your partner or yourself moving out back into your own home, because the way you move and the way you generate a household and income and deal with bills didn't work out. Doesn't mean that your relationship's not meant to work out. It just means that you are better separate in your own individual homes. And there's nothing, I'd like to normalize that, honestly. You don't have to live together to make a really great companion or friendship. A lot of polyamorous relationships shows that, is that you don't always have a nesting partner. Well, the same with monogamy. You may not always have a nesting partner. Some of you may each have your own nest. Some of you may have your own house. For some of you, this is an end of the chapter altogether and a complete separation, whether it's separating from a business or separating from a relationship at this time. I feel like a lot of us are stepping more into our individuality. One of my favorite times I've ever answered a question. Oh yeah, some of you might be getting an interview for a new home, a job, I feel like you're really gonna ace it. My nose is some of you may be working on changing registers. Some of you may be registering your car, but also some of you may be working on your vocal registers and hitting different registers, because it started feeling like a humming noise inside of right about here, so a humming noise. And so yeah, a lot of you may be changing which register you're on. The nose is indenting into my head. But I love this hat. I haven't took out the cardboard part of it yet so that it will show the face more. So a lot of you may be packing up things in cardboard. A lot of you may be making face paper maches, doing arts and crafts, and that's how you're doing it. Scratch my indent my head. So obviously not my hat and not meant for my head. So yeah, you are finding the hat that fits your head. You are finding places that you fit in, which brings me to the next part. Yeah, you're making mature decisions to move accordingly to everyone's needs, which doesn't mean that grief doesn't come along with this path. It's natural when love is different than originally planned. So I just want to let anyone know if you're grieving and this is disappointed within the developments of the situation, that is valid and a normal human response. So please be gentle with yourself and take time and shower yourself with self-love and compassion at this time. So this may get a little bit 18 plus, so I will try and keep it YouTube safe as possible. Stretching out your tightness more, and I do mean, so get buckled up. I'm getting that this means warming ups and cool downs during sports, exercising, and intimate relations. So, to get more deep into to get more deep in the 18 plus messages is a lot of you may be looking into dilators or plugs to get you used to the size of your partner, because for some of you, your partner is bigger than you're used to. I also feel like a lot of you are wanting to lift weights. You're wanting to rep weights that are not within your usual weight category. So weight category, whatever. It's not your usual weights that you're repping. So be careful and adjust and go along. Work your way up nice and easy. So remember to stretch and do a warm up and a cool down for some of you. Remember aftercare and, foreplay is really important. It can go a long way. It can go a long, long way. Okay, enough of my head in the gutter. I'm wide awake in this dream. A lot of you may have an audition or a recital. Canadian or American, because it reminds me of Canadian and American Idol. A lot of you might be being idolized at this time. A lot of people can look up to you and the progress that you are making and whatever it is that you're setting your sights on at this time is really motivating others to take a look at themselves and wanting to find stability within their own life. 144 on the clock. A lot of you may resonate with being starseed angels. Yeah, A lot of you are opening up your gifts at this time. A lot of clairsentient with the music coming through. A lot of your children may be getting clairsentient messages for you at this time. They may be singing. I'm getting a lot of messages in the clouds too. This could be that you're like have messages on like actual like Google Cloud, but I feel like a lot of messages are coming from your Starseed family through the clouds and through nature at this time. So if you're noticing that certain birds are coming around, or if you're noticing that you keep seeing certain trees and landscapes coming up on your timeline, you may want to look into those symbols further. Yeah, you're using your logic at this time. And you can see the clouds here. Yeah, your Starseed family are coming through the clouds to remind you to use your logic as you sit on your throne of accomplishments and use discernment. A lot of messages from your and protection from your angels and the fairy realm at this time. A lot of you are messengers for others. A lot of you are bringing forth messengers. You could be psychic mediums and bringing through messages from other people's ancestors and starseeds. You are cloaked in messages at this time. Yeah, some of you are wearing the cloak of invisibility and using the sword of truth to bring messages to others and protection to them. Yeah, you will be victorious. You will be paraded in front of those who judged you and doubted you. So keep moving forward, knowing that those who doubt your vision will be there to witness. Full up, straight hand. You know, it's reminding me of Mulan when no one believed in her. And at the very end, no one believed that they were going to, you know, attack. The Huns were going to attack, but she believed in herself and continued to go ahead, even though no one else saw what she saw, which was the Huns popping up in the mountains. And she's like, they're here, they are here, and you should be warned. So you may warn people when there could be unfavorable people hanging around them that you may have noticed firsthand, or people would appreciate if you are appreciative when you step in to let them know that those people and your experience with them was not the best. So we have the 9 of Cups. You're definitely gonna sit pretty knowing that you have the feast of abundance that you worked hard for, and it's logical. It's logical to want the things and dream big. It's very logical to dream big. Especially when you have so many people and so many networking strands coming towards you. Those are all full cups. You're going to feel fulfilled while having your passions in mind. So keeping your passions in mind will bring fulfillment, is what I'm getting from that card. I also feel like each one of your dreams of will not only be fulfilled, they will be rise to the top. Your dreams are going to rise to the top because you see how you're sitting and it's like rised above. I feel like your dreams are going to rise above where you originally had set out for them. Like, if you had a certain goal set, it's going to surpass that. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Your dreams are surpassing the original mark that you had made for yourself. I just want to make sure you guys can see me. I just want to wear a hat because my head is very sensitive today. So some of you may be wearing hats more to keep the light out. I know that you need to be able to see all the cards, so I appreciate that. I just don't want to feel like I've been interrogated at the end of the reading. I feel like I've been sitting under lights and like, who were you and where were you at this night at this time? And I'm like, I don't know. It's so bright. A lot of you may have sensitivities to light, with ADHD or autism. A lot of you may with buzzings of electricity and stuff like that. So you may be catering to yourself so that you may not feel overwhelmed or overstimulated. A lot of you may getting fidget cubes, those forever bubble pops. I don't know what they're called. I just know that they're like bubble wrap, but like plastic, and you can pop them forever. I'm gonna roll a dice here. The dice. Which way? Left or right? Right? Okay. I was like, wait, which way do they want it? Ah, fingers, work with me here. Thank you. It's 2, 4, 1. So 2, 4, 1 could be really important to you. That could be a classroom that your kid is in. It could be a classroom that you teach in. It could be your P.O. box number. It could be anything, really. You can look it up online and find out intuitively which message calls out for you on numerology meanings. So 2, 4, and number 1. One more messages, please, for our favored ones here. Okay. Yes, use your voice to deliver messages. Just keep delivering messages. Your story is meant to be told. A lot of you could be traveling to tell your story with, it looks kind of like the window of an airplane, and like an art, and Athena, your wisdom. You have gained wisdom, and you're well traveled. You're well traveled in your wisdom. A lot of you could be well traveled, whether it's the astral realm, because you can see where her mind is the only thing that's really leaving and finding enlightenment. A lot of you could be rising to the top and getting your message out through social media, because it kind of looks like one of those filming lights. It also reminds me of submarines, so a lot of you may like the Beatles. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yeah, I feel like before you didn't want to tell your story because you felt like you were ruining that other person's reputation, or if you spoke out about it and asked around, then if you were wrong, then that would make you a bad person. If you have people gunning for you and you want to find out who they are, then of course it's gonna feel a little bit off asking and fact checking, but you know, airing out someone else's, it's not airing out someone else's laundry if you're just telling your truth, you know? Be like, oh, you shouldn't speak on that because that's a private matter between you and your family. It's like, well, my family, forfeited their comfort once it became my trauma. But it doesn't have to exactly be trauma. It might be someone was talking bad about your dreams, and you're gonna be like, well, this person doesn't believe in my dreams, but I'm gonna believe in them anyway. It's not airing out your dirty laundry, telling your story. And someone here needs to hear that, It doesn't make you any less of a person, or doesn't mean that you're ruining their life. Like, if they didn't want people to hear bad about them, then they shouldn't have acted badly. It's your birthright to tell your story and live your truth. Ace of Voices. So Ace of Swords, another swords. Y'all are in your head too much is what I'm hearing. Y'all need to get out of your head. Yeah. Spirit's like, you need to get out of your head. Use your wisdom and discernment to reach new heights and new peaks. Some of you need to be reminded that you need to switch over your laundry. There's a lot of laundry coming up, so some of you may not enjoy doing laundry, or just need a reminder to switch over the laundry. You love me at once the way you did once. So some of you may resonate with fairies, because Sleeping Beauty came through with Maleficent. Some of you are getting your story retold. Some of you might know someone or have the name Tori, because that almost came through. Some of you are having your story retold, whereas before Maleficent was intense and everything else like that in the movie Sleeping Beauty, but it has been retold now, whereas Maleficent wasn't so bad and wanted to do right by Aurora. So a lot of you are retelling your story from your perspective now, whereas people wouldn't have listened before. Yeah, a lot of you may have a publishing coming up here soon, and you're worried about what people may think of you because you've told your story. If anyone thinks less of you because of your truth, then that's something they need to work through, not you. So, Ace of Voices. Warrior. Yeah. Get close. Okay. The girl with the rainbow hair. This is actually working out really nice. You guys can see I can not be blind. This is wonderful. The girl with the rainbow hair. She smiles as she opens up your way of thinking and perceiving. She knows you will see the rainbow realities around her all the time. We are all light, she says, and her lips glimmer with the changing hues of transcendent. And yet she winks. When you see the truth, sometimes we see it in technicolor, like a crack open wide, aha. And then we are given that truth, its shape through clear communication. Her brilliant energy pulses and she begins to speak in chants. Geometric forms begin to appear in space around her with every word, tone, and sound. Find clarity in thoughts and seeing. She began again, as new understandings are flowing down to you now. And not only will they be bolstered by logic and reason, but they will also be heavily dripped in divine knowing. They will help you see the path ahead of you with the most beautiful lens and the absolute true. Aha! Discovery, clarity, a claim that cuts through clouds. The perfect truth illuminates. Confused veneers that shroud. Confused veneer that shroud. So yeah, messages in the clouds a lot lately for you. You may be looking to the sky more. Right, that's my advice for you. Keep looking to the clouds for messages. If you see a certain image, or if you start seeing, like, it will write them down in a journal and look them up later. So yeah, that's everything I have for you. I'm glad that you are taking the time to separate yourself and you're working out your body. So you're not only finding where you're meant to be, you are also separating yourself from those who don't share your vision. You're really on a good path right now. You really are. And yeah, 241. I don't know why that number seems so familiar to me. But either way, 241. Yeah, no, that's everything. Thank you for everyone for stopping by. I look forward to doing another video tomorrow. I'm gonna try to keep on this where it's like one a week, maybe two at a time, but I'm really working on my singing and my songwriting at this time, so I really appreciate all your patience, and I love that you do your work and work on yourself during these times of breaks and really allow everything to unfold naturally. It's a relief, and I really appreciate you all, so I look forward to the next video. Remember to eat, hydrate, and you know it. Have fun. Bye.